Stop following your mood. Start following your plan. Do you want to know what truly separates successful people from everyone else? It's not talent. It's not luck. And it's definitely not intelligence alone. The real difference is much simpler than people think. Successful people take action even when they don't feel like it. That's it. They don't wait for perfect motivation. They don't wait for the right mood. They don't wait for inspiration to magically appear. They make a decision, commit to a plan, and follow through no matter how they feel. Most people never learn this lesson, and because of that, they spend years stuck in the same place. Here's the truth. Your emotions are unreliable. One day you feel motivated and unstoppable. The next day you feel tired, distracted, and discouraged. If your actions depend on your feelings, your progress will always be inconsistent. And inconsistent actions create inconsistent results. Think about it. How many times have you promised yourself you would start tomorrow? How many goals have you delayed because you weren't in the mood? How many opportunities disappeared because you kept waiting to feel ready? The problem is not lack of potential. The problem is emotional dependence. Most people live their entire lives controlled by temporary feelings. If they feel excited, they work hard. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel confident, they take action. If they feel uncertain, they quit. But success doesn't care about your mood. Success responds to consistency. That's why discipline will always beat motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is reliable. There will be mornings when you don't want to wake up early. There will be days when you don't want to study, train, work, or improve yourself. But those are often the moments that define your future, because every time you push through resistance, you become stronger. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you build the identity of someone who wins. Most people think successful individuals are somehow different. They imagine they wake up inspired every day, full of energy and confidence. That's not true. Successful people feel doubt too. They feel tired too. They lose motivation too. The difference is they don't allow emotions to control their decisions. They follow systems. They follow routines. They follow commitments. They understand something powerful. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Many people believe they must feel motivated before they begin. But motivation usually appears after action starts. You don't wait to feel like exercising. You start moving, and energy follows. You don't wait to feel productive. You begin working, and focus appears. Momentum creates motivation. Action changes emotion. This is why waiting for the perfect mood is dangerous. That perfect mood may never arrive. Imagine if athletes only trained when they felt motivated. Imagine if doctors only worked when they felt inspired. Imagine if successful entrepreneurs only showed up when everything felt easy. Nothing great would ever happen. Professionals understand that consistency matters more than feeling. Amateurs wait. Professionals execute. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing goals with plans. Saying I want success is not a plan. Saying I want to get rich is not a plan. Saying I want to change my life means nothing without action. A real plan is specific. A real plan tells you exactly what to do every single day. It removes confusion. It removes emotional decision making. And most importantly, it keeps you moving forward even on difficult days. Your future changes when your daily behavior changes. That's why successful people focus heavily on routines. Routines reduce excuses. When your actions become automatic, discipline becomes easier. Instead of asking, what do I feel like doing today? You begin asking, what did I commit to doing today? That shift changes everything. You stop operating emotionally and start operating intentionally. And here's something important to understand. Small daily actions may seem insignificant at first, but over time they create massive results. Reading 10 pages daily may not feel life-changing today, but over a year, that becomes multiple books completed. Saving a small amount consistently may seem minor now, but over time, it creates financial freedom. Working out for 30 minutes daily may not transform your body overnight, but months later the results become impossible to ignore. Success is built quietly. It's built in ordinary moments. It's built through repeated actions most people avoid because they seem too small to matter. But those small actions compound, and eventually they create a completely different life. This is why discipline matters so much. Discipline helps you continue before the rewards appear. Because in the beginning, results are invisible. You work hard and see little change. You stay consistent and wonder if it's even working. That's the stage where most people quit. But successful people understand delayed gratification. They trust the process before visible rewards arrive. And eventually, the breakthrough happens. Not because of one huge moment, but because of hundreds of small disciplined decisions stacked together over time. Another thing you must understand is that your environment influences your behavior more than you realize. If your surroundings are full of distractions, negativity, and laziness, staying disciplined becomes difficult. But if your environment supports growth, focus becomes easier. Look at your habits. What are you feeding your mind every day? Are you consuming information that helps you grow, or are you drowning in distractions that waste your time? Your thoughts shape your actions. Your actions shape your future. If you spend hours scrolling endlessly, avoiding responsibility, and surrounding yourself with negativity, don't expect extraordinary results. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. Protect your future. Another powerful lesson is this: you must stop negotiating with yourself. Every time your alarm rings and you debate whether to wake up, you weaken your discipline. Every time you delay important work because you don't feel like it, you train yourself to avoid discomfort. Your brain learns through repetition. If you repeatedly give in to excuses, excuses become habits. But if you repeatedly follow through despite resistance, discipline becomes your identity. And identity changes everything. Once you see yourself as a disciplined person, your actions naturally align with that image. You no longer need constant motivation because discipline becomes part of who you are. This is why self-respect matters. When you consistently break promises to yourself, your confidence disappears. You stop trusting yourself. But when you follow through repeatedly, even in small ways, you build internal strength. You begin believing in yourself again. And confidence built through action is far more powerful than fake positivity. Real confidence comes from evidence. Evidence that you can rely on yourself. Evidence that you continue even when things become difficult. Life will challenge you. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. There will be moments where progress feels slow. That's normal. But difficult seasons are not signs to quit. They are tests of commitment. Anyone can stay focused when life feels easy. But true growth happens when you continue despite discomfort. The strongest people are not those who never struggle. They are the ones who keep moving forward while struggling. That's real strength. And here's the truth nobody likes hearing. You cannot build an extraordinary life while remaining addicted to comfort. Growth requires discomfort. Success requires sacrifice. Discipline requires effort. You must choose your hard, because life is hard either way. Discipline is hard. Regret is hard. Saving money is hard. Being broke is hard. Working on yourself is hard. Staying stuck is hard. Choose the hard that creates a better future. One path leads to temporary comfort and long-term frustration. The other path leads to temporary struggle and long-term freedom. Your daily choices decide which path you follow. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 week and underestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year of consistency. That's why patience matters. You may not see dramatic changes immediately, but if you stay disciplined long enough, your life will eventually transform. Your habits shape your identity. Your identity shapes your future. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start now. Start tired. Start uncertain. Start afraid. Just start. Because action creates clarity. Every step forward builds momentum. And momentum changes lives. Create a simple plan. Write down your goals clearly. Then break them into small daily actions. Not complicated actions. Simple actions repeated consistently. And once you create that plan, commit to following it no matter how you feel. Some days you'll feel powerful. Some days you won't. Do the work anyway. That is the difference. The people who transform their lives are not superhuman. They simply refuse to let emotions control their future. They understand that feelings come and go, but commitment must remain. And over time, that mindset separates them from the crowd. 5 years from now, your life will reflect the choices you repeatedly make today. If you continue following your moods, your progress will remain inconsistent. But if you follow your plan with discipline and patience, your future can become unrecognizable in the best possible way. You have more potential than you realize. But potential means nothing without execution. Dreams mean nothing without discipline. Goals mean nothing without daily action. So make the decision. Choose growth over comfort. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose consistency over temporary emotion. And remember this, you do not need to feel motivated to move forward. You only need to decide that your future matters more than your current mood. That single decision can change everything, everything.